Now, Dohi, you've got to get a cat.
If I've ever seen a cat version of Maura Durand, can I see the last picture again? With music, please. Seriously. It's you, Maura. It's all... See, that's the way... John told me that's the way you lounge around all the time.
That is from Edna Ridge. Edna Ridge.
Edna Ridge.
Thank you. You're so lucky, Edna. You're so lucky to have such a gorgeous little angel.
And actually, Edna, I'm actually more lucky now because I have Lynda Booth here as well, who is one of Ireland's top cookery teachers. And today we are making a beautiful chocolate cake with pistachios.
Yes.
Okay. So where do we begin?
Well, I'm actually going to start by making a pistachio brittle, which is pistachios, icing sugar. I'm going to throw them into the pot.
So what is brittle? It's just kind of...
It's really like a kind of type of praline. So it's like...
so what is praline?
Well, the icing sugar will melt,
and
it will it'll liquefy and it'll caramelize, and it'll coat the nuts, and that's what a praline is. And then we pour it out onto the tray, and it goes hard. But to stop it going too hard, I'm going to add a little bit of butter to this one, so that means I can break all the nuts into individual nuts.
Brilliant stuff.
And you can nibble on them, and then it's just a nice little garnish.
You're one of the country's top cookery teachers, so no pressure at all. We'll be rating this later on. We haven't told you that.
Oh, that's no problem.
And just tell me about the classes you run.
Okay, we run. Well, it's a full-time cookery school, so we run 1 month courses and 3 month certificate courses. So those are for people some people are thinking of going into the business. Some people want to run a cafe, or they want to make career change or whatever. So there's all sorts of ages.
I'd imagine it's a really good thing if you're thinking, okay, I want to be a chef or I want to be a cook. Okay, I'm going to see how I get on here, and if they don't like it, they don't like it, and if they do, they know where to go.
Well, there's some people who just do it literally just for the fun. And so there's a whole age range. Like there's like 22 people in there at the moment, and people of all age ranges. Yeah, some from 18-year-olds up to people who are retired.
And what type of classes are they? Are they mostly baking or?
Everything. I guess, everybody loves kind of food from different cultures these days. So we do everything from Thai, Indian, Middle Eastern, baking, patisserie. We love using artisan Irish produce as much as we can.
That seems to be the big thing these days, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, it's if you can support your local grower or your local cheesemaker or whatever, isn't that's...
So all of a sudden, all the local farmers around Ireland, they're artisan suppliers.
Well,
really, aren't they though? There's no way over that. Anyway, we'll continue. So we're going to leave this tray, and we're going to break that in half later on and break it up all over the place.
Don't worry about that.
So what's up next?
It's just going to carry on smoking a little bit. So I'm going to take this. This is my chocolate and butter, which is just I've melted earlier.
What type of chocolate is
that? Well, I'm using Calabo Belgian chocolate.
Okay.
But you can use various different types of chocolate, Valrhona or green and blacks, like that would be available in all the shops.
Okay.
So I've melted those together. Then I'm going to throw in most of my sugar, but I'm going to keep back a few tablespoons, which I'm going to beat in here, right? So we've got
how many egg whites in there?
So I've got like 5 egg whites in there, and I've separated my eggs. So I'm just going to throw the egg yolks into my chocolate right now. This is beating up until it's nice and stiff. So I'm going to throw in my sugar in there, and then I'm going to mix in. I'm actually going to change to a whisk because it'll be much faster.
Much faster, okay.
Yeah, and it's all about a bit of speed here.
And it's very easy to make, Lynda.
Oh, this is really straightforward. Like you could rustle this up with your eyes closed.
No problem.
You could.
Yeah. Even I could do it. Yeah. That's what you're trying to say, really, isn't it? Oh my God, you're laughing in my face.
So anyway, anybody could make this.
Yeah.
Anybody could.
Watch this again. I could make it.
So I've just put the sugar, the egg yolks in there. Then I'm going to fold in my pistachios. I'm going to throw those in.
Just ordinary, you can crush them with a...
I bought them whole and I just whiz them up.
Whiz them up.
And then I'm going to take my my egg whites and I'm going to fold those in.
That comes off really clean, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then we're going to fold these in as well. And we're just going to put them in alternately. So we can just mix those in, and then when we get the egg whites,
there's a reason why you fold it to get a load of air into it.
Yeah, because this is like the texture. What's so beautiful about this cake is the texture. So it's like a mousse cake, chocolate is quite rich, and this kind of lightens it.
You do realise we've one of the leaders from Operation Transformation on the show today, Lynda. You know that, don't you?
Well,
She's out there eating raisins, and you're in here making a chocolate pistachio cake.
Well, you like a little sliver of this is just so good for you, really. You just feel great after it.
Believe me, you don't have to convince me. I'm sold. So, I'll be back to my pre-Christmas boxing weight again.
Right. So
what you laughing at? Thanks, Rory.
Right. So you can see we fold that in quickly.
And I know we've only about 8 or 9 minutes here, but if you're at home, how long would you spend doing this, Lynda? Would you give it 20 minutes?
No.
That's
The
done.
speed at which I did it.
That's it, done and done.
Exactly,
Okay,
done
brilliant.
and dusted. And then you just pour it into your tin, and then it's going to go into the oven. What's unusual about this is, in fact, it goes in at quite a really low temperature.
Why
Like
is
most
that?
cakes, you'll be cooking at 160, 180 degrees. This goes in at 100.
100.
And I've
Why
no other
so
cake
low?
that I make that I do that with, because I want it to be that beautiful mousse-like texture. You're going to taste it a little bit later.
Okay.
So you hopefully.
But the most like thing is in the middle, but the covered in is kind of fairly hard. So that's a trick in itself, is it?
Which is quite hard.
Just at the top
The
of it.
crust.
Yeah, as we're going to
that's
see.
just like a crust that forms. It's kind of like a sugar crust, and that's
Okay.
very typical in some flourless chocolate cakes.
Okay.
And they have this. They often have this real rustic look, but so you can literally just have it with a dusted icing sugar, and it's like you can see how simple it is to make. We're
So
going to put
that
in the
goes in
oven.
at 100 degrees for how
100
long?
degrees for about 1 hour, and the little trick is I test it with a wooden skewer, and I put the skewer in, and when it's really runny, obviously it's not ready, and when moist crumbs stick to the skewer,
It's good.
then I take it
You're good
out,
to go.
not when it's completely dry, and that's what keeps it so moist.
No, I believe you have a few guest speakers as well at your school.
Oh yes,
Every
we
now
have.
and
Well,
then.
some of your friends,
Yes.
Nevin Maguire and Paul Finn, they come regularly, and all sorts of other chefs come. Oliver Dunn and Derry Clark and Ross Lewis and whatever. So we've got lots of chefs coming and going. John Wire, and so I love to bring in expertise. I suppose there's so many extraordinary Irish chefs, and it's lovely for them to bring in their knowledge and entertain the students and pass on what.
Oh, I hear someone coming over here, Lynda.
Great!
And so when we take it out of the oven, this is what it's going to look like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we
So
see,
it
can
kind
we
of
see that there? We
rises
can't, sorry.
and kind of falls a little bit like a souffle cake.
So this is the crust I was chatting about there, Maura.
Yeah, it looks lovely. I was listening to every word though, hanging on your every
And
word.
then-
And then,
What
I've
we-
obviously just made it look a little bit more interesting because I've got the pistachio brittle there. I've got some raspberry coulis.
Right.
And then I just got a little, this what you had earlier, this little bit of,
cream.
white
I was
chocolate
interested
that
to
I put
see
into a little.
that you take it
pint of
out
egg.
when it's still a little bit wet on the knife,
Yeah.
which I think is
I
really.
always do that
You
with dark chocolate
yeah,
cakes.
because you know what, you're right. Otherwise, it'll dry too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that. Let me see.
And then you just drizzle the chocolate over. So you can make it look
it's
like
gorgeous.
a presentation dessert. Like on our 3-month certificate course, the students run pop-up restaurant nights. So this is one of the desserts that we
amazing.
often put on.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
So what do you reckon?
That's lovely.
It's absolutely beautiful. A1 Moon Tour. It's an A1. No, you have a book as well. Tell us
I
about the
do.
book.
Yeah. Well, the book has been out 2 Christmases now. It got to the shortlisted on the Irish Book Awards.
Very nice.
And so it's kind of recording some of my travels and different places I worked around the world and recipes I've picked up. I guess it's some of my absolute 100 favourite recipes.
And would this be one of your absolute favourite
I guess
recipes?
I'm very big into chocolate and I love chocolate cakes. I think it's one
I
of
think
the
it's
most
lovely
beautiful
that you
desserts.
can make it up. It doesn't look too complicated for a regular person.
Yeah.
You know, it's lovely.